DPS tells us last year that there were 54 fire alarms in Lawrence and Hall. That's the high-rise building behind me. This section of Route 81 is coming down soon, but the big question remains, what will the impact be on local roads located near the highway? Behind me is a construction zone, but come November, this is where Salt City Market will be. Well, right now it's cold and most of the snow that fell yesterday is clear from the roads, but I want to point something out. This is very heavy, wet snow, and as I spoke to one plow operator today, that could be a problem for snowplow removal. Construction across campus is resuming since the pandemic. This one you're seeing behind me is for an improved drainage system on East Rainer Avenue. That's right, Morgan. I spoke to the owner, Bill Hain, today, and he said that mandating masks is just one of the steps he's taking to keep his customers safe. Learning and lattes. I'm Doug Cortese. Coming up, I'll tell you why Starbucks like these are doing a banner business on college campuses. As for when you can hit the slopes, Haynes says he's going to start blowing snow a little before Thanksgiving. Morgan and Peyton, back to you guys in the studio. Now Kwon loves shopping at the Far Eastern Asian grocery store, but her journey to central New York started stuck at sea halfway around the world.
We were at sea for about a week and a half. We were out of water, we were out of food. I was extremely sick, and my cousin, I think everyone thought we were going to die.
After escaping Vietnam, Yeon went on to study journalism at Syracuse University. She learned to cook from relatives and will be serving her food at the Salt City Market. However, as grocery store owner Lonnie Trong explains, it was not always easy to get Vietnamese cuisine.
In Syracuse, they don't have any store. So I met my friend, my husband right now, and we both decide to open a grocery store to help our people.
One shops at the store for many of her meals. She's excited to share her food, but says there are lessons to be learned beyond what's on the plate.
And I think that's what I get really tired of in this country, is when all they want to do is just talk about the Vietnam War, when there's so many other aspects of our culture. And one of the best ways to share is through food.
Behind me is a construction zone, but come November, this is where Salt City Market will be. It'll be home to food from around the world. Reporting from Syracuse, Doug Cortese, NCC News. That bell means another order is ready at the Press Room Pub. Owner Frank Bell understands how busy his bar can get on game day, and that's why he has hired extra staff and purchased additional food for this weekend.
Last year, we did probably a week's worth of business in the one day. It's a very big day, and it's a lot of pressure on the whole staff. There's a lot to keep up with.
Bell is not the only bar owner who is looking to capitalize when the weekend comes. Guilfoyle Irish pub owner Kevin Scholes says he is well prepared and looking forward to an exciting atmosphere.
There's no music allowed. Every TV has to be on Syracuse, or every TV has to be on the Super Bowl, and I have speakers all over, and the place is roaring, and it gets pretty intense, especially when we're winning.
Last year, the Duke game at Syracuse broke the record for the largest on-campus crowd for NCAA basketball. This year, John View, a resident of Syracuse, says he is excited to watch both games and understands why bar owners are not playing around when it comes to business.
Obviously, there will be lots and lots of people out enjoying themselves, spending money, and keeping it local.
Thanks, Matt. Syracuse normally competes in the U.S. Collegiate Ski and Snowboard Association against teams like Ithaca, Binghamton, and Cornell. But this year, with the cancellation of the season due to COVID-19, the players are just happy to get back on the mountain.
All the other schools who we usually race against aren't allowed, administration isn't allowing them to leave their campus at all. So, we kind of feel lucky that we're able to still get out there and get on snow.
The Syracuse ski team hasn't hit these slopes for a competitive race since last March. For senior Taylor Nolan, that means missing out on her top goal.
I think it being senior year was sad to I wouldn't have a last season and to make it to nationals. We found out nationals was canceled back in November, so we knew pretty soon that it was we probably weren't going to have a season.
The ski team still practices and does mock races with Colgate, but for Nolan, COVID took away the best part of any sport.
Being able to compete against so many different schools and seeing a lot of familiar faces throughout the year, and now we don't have that.